Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Carlos Wade. This is Carlos Wade Music. If you're a first time guest on this channel, on my channel, please consider subscribing. I basically do music things. If you've been here before and you are already a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. It's good to have you back. Today we're going to be reacting to Billie Eilish and Phineas break down the song Bad Guy. So I think I've seen this before. I'm not for sure. But anything that has to do with a conversation with music or musicians, I'm all about it, so it should be pretty good. I hope you liked the guitar playing at the beginning. I figured I'd throw something different in there. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear more of that stuff. If not, also let me know if I should just get right into it. Today, we are checking out Phineas and Billie Eilish talk about and break down their song, Bad Guy. Or Billie Eilish's song. I don't know. As always, got the Dos Equis with me. I went with Amber this time. If you haven't tried Amber before, you should. It's actually pretty decent. Today I'm actually going to be listening through these guys right here. I don't know, I have over-the-ear headphones. I think my son took them out of my room. I had some headphones in here. Well, anyways, these are my in-ears I use for whenever I play live. This is a little over the top for what this is for, but it'll get the job done. Don't judge me wearing these, okay? Okay. Anyways, let's check this out. This is Billie Eilish and Phineas break down her hit song, Bad Guy. Let's get right into it.
The idea is it's kind of like, so you're a tough guy. You gotta tell everyone that you're tough. You're this and you're this and you're this and you're this. Okay, if you're gonna be that, then I'm gonna be all types of fake too. So then, great, I'm the bad type. I'm the make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type, which I'm not that. But if you can be fake with everyone and try to prove that you are something that you're not, then I can do it too. So this is what the song started as before we even made the song. This is something I produced in my little room, and I just played it for Phineas, and Phineas was like, that's the coolest shit, because no girl has ever really been like,
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
One of the things that gives things a lot of character is when people are sort of discovering things. So Billy had basically just gotten Logic and was just figuring it out for the first time and made this thing. And the funniest thing about this is that I had my studio in my bedroom in our parents' house, and Billy had her studio set up in her bedroom in our parents' house. And she had her bass, her subwoofer, on a shelf. So she'd play stuff and the whole thing would rattle chaotically. It was all clipping coming out, and that was what sounded cool about it. So when she bounced it out and you put overload protection on it.
It didn't sound as
It actually
out,
sounds
it was
like this. This is what she sent me. The issue is that you want to translate stuff to if it's chaotic in a room, it's also chaotic with headphones on. And so I layered one EQ band, one compressor.
We wanted to sound as distorted
another
as it
EQ band,
anywhere.
Another series of compressors, and another EQ band. And then it sounded like this.
That's crazy. So it's like you have the minimal stuff, and I'm sitting over here trying to have the best of everything that I can possibly afford, but they had a subwoofer on a shelf and just got that sound just from stuff they put in Logic. Like all this stuff that I'm doing right now and guitar things and all that kind of stuff, it's all done in Logic, and I still can't come up with stuff like that. So this is absolutely that's just so cool.
They also had imported this really cool hi-hat pattern.
When I got that pattern down, I was so pumped.
I like when you get mad. I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone.
We added a couple.
I'm sorry, but that part, towards the end of the song, that's sexy. I can't say that though.
Couple other weird things. Billy laughed at something I said.
Yo, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's awesome, man. See, I wish I was creative like that. I just sit here and play the guitar, but that's cool.
We had that, and then it kind of sat around for almost a year. So the primary production of this song is really simple. The kick and the bass are two parts. And then the kick is 3 layers of kick.
You know, the actual reason we left the humming in the beginning was because the way that the bass sounds, you could think it's in a different key. And every time we would do it, I would hum along like da 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 da. And then Phineas always would take it out, and I would be like, no, it should be there.
Oftentimes Billy will go like, no, leave that in. And I go like, if we're gonna put that in, let's actually work on it. You know what I mean? And so this humming, even though it sounds very lazy, we tracked knowing it was gonna be the humming in it. And it's... And then, just because it's funny to me, the start of the album was this Invisalign thing, and it's part of the session. It's all right in the intro of this song.
My Invisalign has...
I have taken out my Invisalign.
taken out my Invisalign, and this is the album.
And we knew that this would...
So I will say this, on her album where it starts with that first track, I think that's so cool, because I always wanted to do like an album or an EP type thing where I just have something goofy. I think it's really cool whenever you can hear band members or people in the background talking or explaining how things should go, and then it just jumps right into the song. I think that's super cool. So the fact that they did this and they actually, like, I don't know, some people may not care about it. I think it's cool, just those little things like that. And it might be because I'm a musician. I see and hear those things, and I can visualize it. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
It'd be the first song on the album, and we initially just put it in the start of the song, and then Billy had the very smart idea of not having it be at the beginning of the song, so that
I just felt like
people didn't have to listen to that every time.
no one would listen to it if that was at the beginning.
White shirt, now red.
All right, let's get to the potatoes and meat, which is the stacked harmonies. Do you want to talk about that, Billy?
Oh my god, these took so long. Not even recording them, but deciding what it was gonna be. I can always like figure out a harmony, and Phineas is pretty much the same.
It's because we spent so much time in a choir.
But basically, I had all these different harmonies for this. And I'm telling you, dude, we tried so many different ways. We tried it being like white shirt as just that note. White shirt, now red my, and then the other harmony, bloody nose, sleeping. And then on creeping, it was gonna be like 3 more, and then it was gonna, we had like 800 different versions. It was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it took so long.
And for those of you who aren't musicians, that's actually like for me, that's one of the things that's a lot of fun, is you have your starting product. You have your idea, you track it, you put it down, right? You record it, and then as you go through takes, it kind of evolves and it does its own thing. So the fact that I think we're about to hear different takes of what it could have been or what it started out as or whatever, even though it does take forever to do, it's still so much fun. It's so much fun. I love it. I love doing it. Yeah.
To get
And also,
right.
like, exact doubles are really hard to record because one of the stupid rules we've given ourselves is we don't use any pitch correction unless it's like a song with auto-tune as an art form. There's no
Which
pitch
we've done,
correction.
by the way, one of.
Yeah, and everybody hated it, so we're not doing it again. We learned our lesson.
White shirt, now red my blood.
Listen to that D.
You hear that pitch? Are you
White
kidding me?
shirt, now red my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes creeping.
Bro, wait,
Like
pause it.
no
What's crazy is how no one knows about, like...
Rolling Stone post video of Billy and Phineas bragging about how dope they
No,
are.
but we work really hard on this shit! So hard!
That's what I'm
Like,
talking about. Something so simple, but you get proud. It's a proud moment. I get it. I understand. I see you, Billy. I see you. Proud moment.
do you hear how exact every single letter is? Like, white shirt.
This is also after like a day of her beating herself up over it.
Yeah, I'm
like listening
very,
to it, and
very
going
hard on
like,
myself.
I didn't sing the word white right. It's not the right way.
Oh my god, I sang white so many fucking times.
your tippy toes creeping around like no.
And the breaths are all exactly the
So
same.
criminal. What I want when I'm wanting to my soul, so cynical.
So cool.
You know what actually took a while? Which I'm actually so shocked and happy that people like it the way that it is, because the thing we were most worried about was the
No hook.
chorus and having it have no hook. We didn't think of, so you're a tough guy, like it. We did not think of that as the hook. We
Sounds
thought
like the pre.
It's supposed to be the pre-chorus. And then I'm the bad guy, and then we just did this like da 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 da, and we were really worried that
Yeah.
nobody was gonna.
If you're going to pop song writing school, that's the point where you're like, yeah, and then
yeah,
you like
do
go
like
into a
some
whole thing.
annoying loud.
So the
we
synth,
could have done that.
the
but we
synth that
did
everybody
not.
sings along to is
You know what it literally is? It's not at all the same melodies, but it's literally Plants vs. Zombies.
and Wizards of
And
Waverly
Wizards
Place.
of Waverly Place.
Well, you know everything's gonna be a breeze. At the end will no doubt justify the means.
Yes, please.
The other thing that I think is super, super fun and worth noting in this, we have been to Australia a couple times on tour, and in Australia,
Oh, I love this part.
in
I
Aus-
did this part.
She did.
My mom and I went for a walk in
Sydney.
We were like across the street from the hotel, and the crosswalk is this little, like, you press it and it's like, doop, doop, and I was like, that's hard. That's the sound that it makes when you have to wait.
We called that file Grart.
That's what it was. I was looking through my voice memos and I saw something that said Grart. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so here's my voice memos. I just looked up Grart, February 5th, and this is what I recorded. And then I was not prepared for this part.
That scared me.
So the issue is, if you play that unaltered, it's not the right speed, so that unaltered would sound like this.
Duh. Oh yeah, uneven
So
and shit.
I basically like put it into a quantized bar section and then put sample delay on it. So
That's where technology is today. Quantized bar section. So if you don't know what that is, basically quantizing something is the program analyzes every single beat or every single note or where a signal comes in, and it just takes the information from that signal that you're trying to line up, and it lines it up with that beats per minute, with the BPM of your current project. Okay, does that make sense? So basically this beeping that they put into the project did not line up with the BPMs that they were working with. So quantizing it is they take those signals where it all comes in and it literally lines it up like that. Make sense? Okay. And then yeah, that's quantizing. A lot of times drummers will use that because if they can't get right on the beat, we in the recording world don't really like that very much because it's not like a true drummer feeling. But that's what quantizing is, and he's basically about to explain the before and after. So that was the before, and this will be the after, I'm sure.
it was wider, and then it became. The hilarious part about all this is we just were in Australia in May, and my dad goes, "Have you heard these crosswalks?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's the
chorus and bad
I
guy.
had a bad guy." And he goes, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we. Never mind, man."
I'm only good at being bad.
Phineas always makes me do these like
Desk camp.
ending of the song descant part, and it's the most annoying shit ever.
And
it
then-
always ends up being good, but it's really annoying. Like I'm like, we're done. I did all the vocals. Yes.
I'm
And
like,
then
wait a
he's
minute.
like,
Do this entirely
do
different
this.
thing.
Can you take this one and like, oh,
I'm the bad guy.
duh. People are gonna
Here's the duh.
want to hear that duh is like this is why I did it and this is what it means. Fucking, I just thought it was fucking duh.
You want to know how many takes of duh you did? 34.
Duh.
Duh. Blech, it sounded like shit. That was horrible.
Duh.
Ooh, that's
How do I
hot.
even do it?
That's hot. I like that one.
Duh.
Duh.
Duh. Keep them coming.
It's like this song is so not like it should not be taken seriously. So I had to add a little stupiosity.
Yeah, you.
Ah, stupiosity. There's literally a video that I found. We had just made this beat. I think we had white shirt, red my bloody nose, sleeping, and that was kind of it. And my mom comes in filming, and me and Phineas were like, "Oh, why are you filming?" And she comes in, and Phineas goes, "Think you're anal." He literally goes anal, basically. So then I guess halfway through, he kind of realized he was trying to say like criminal or animal or something. And I went, "Oh, what if it's think you're so criminal, like you're talking to someone, like the whole song is talking to someone that thinks they're this big tough guy." Like, and then I basically was like, "Oh, Phineas, here's an idea that I swear to God, I thought he was gonna say no to."
I say no to everything.
I go, "You know that song I made that was like, I'm a bad guy? What if we made this song that song? Like, what if we just turned this into that song?" And the whole song was about like, I'm the bad guy. Because I had been inspired by the song called Never by Jid and a song called Stuck in the Mud by Isaiah Rashad that kind of stop for like 5 seconds in the middle and then start this kind of new song that's like shorter, and I thought it was so interesting. Yeah, this song was like one of the most fun songs to make ever. And
usually songs suck to make.
I like our music. I really do, and we work so hard on it. We work really hard on this shit, and
so it's, as a musician, it means a lot when somebody says, "I love it so much." So whenever I record music and I release it or something like that, I can't stand listening to it. But if you've seen her carpool karaoke that she does with James Corden, I think I said Gordon, but it's Corden, James Corden. You can tell that every time she sings a song, she's like into it, she loves it, and she feels it, and she means it. And that is such a big deal, and I think, in my opinion, that's how you know you actually write something that's good. If you can write something, record it, send it out, and then you enjoy listening to it as if somebody else wrote it, I think that's a big deal. So anytime I write something, I can't stand listening to it. I don't know if it's because when you record something, you have to make it perfect. The final product has to be perfect. So you do hundreds and hundreds of takes, and by the time you're done with it, you've listened to the same song 500 times. I don't know if that's what it is, but obviously I'm not all famous or crazy or anything like that. But I think if it ever happens, that when the day comes where I write a song that I can actually put on my car and enjoy it and love it and feel it, I think that'll be a good song that day. And maybe that's the secret when you know you write something good. If you write something and you just can't stand it, move on to the next one. But the fact that she feels it, loves it, and is proud of it and all that kind of stuff, I think that clearly shows that what she has done, what she has created and written, is just absolutely gold.
sometimes it's the most miserable shit ever. Remember, I had a thing, I was like, let's finish the album by the time I get my Invisalign off. Remember that?
Well, we did this, like, at that, we're like, this album will be done in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it took so long.
It took us like a year and a half.
It took so long.
They're geniuses. I think they're geniuses. I mean, to hear a crosswalk beep and to use that, to know that a sub that was sitting on a shelf that anytime went off was clipping, and if you don't know what clipping means, basically in audio sound waves, you have a certain level. When it goes above that level, it's clipping, and it's really distorted and just nasty, and you never want to go above that sound. And so the fact that they knew that and heard that and still decided to use it, like, just genius. That just goes to show there's no rules in music. You do whatever you want. It's all about opinions and creativity. Do whatever you want. But I really hope she's working on another album right now. I can't wait to hear the next one if there's one coming soon. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want me to react to next. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for checking this out. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Make sure you select all under that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.